you jacket it off? You took your jacket off? Oh, so we're not gonna jack it off?
No.
We're going. We're jacking off.
No jacket on.
But we're jacking on.
Jacket off.
Jack it off
Yeah, jacket it off.
for the show.
Get a show.
Right. 'Cause the show's
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold. Yeah. It's your boy back again. Now come on in. Please hold your applause. Because we making moves.
And thanking God.
Indeed. It is December the 4th. It is episode 27. And I would like to welcome you to the home of the organically fabricated, specifically unspecified, culturally uncultured, unradio podcast of No, I'm Right. And you are here. Welcome. Because you are here with your two entertainingly unentertained, intellectually unentertained. They said it twice.
Yeah, entertainment.
Unintelligent host, Nathan, but the main host that is always intelligent, Mr. LA Runs Dallas, aka Mr. Main Attraction, and I'm flanked as always with my co-host for the holidays.
Just for now.
Just for the holidays.
I'm on seasonal.
Mr. Chef Impossible
Chef
Dad
Impossible.
Price.
That was the show. You butchered that whole thing.
Welcome, sir.
Haven's Dad, the Impossible Kid. What's going on, everybody?
We apathetically implore you to tune in every Wednesday night at Programming Change.
Wait a minute.
Programming Change.
We haven't started the program.
Program Change.
How are we going to change it? We haven't started yet.
Alert. Show change. Show programming alert.
I know what I want for Christmas.
Understand, folks, that you can apathetically tune in every Wednesday still, but understand that 8 is Eastern now, because we will come to you live at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time from henceforth.
Well, not henceforth, but
and we will continue
right.
to use your time in the absolute best ways of it, and you can't get it back.
Right.
Because, as always, I'm always right.
No, I'm always right. But, that's the show. So let's keep it going.
Let's kick it. We have an interactive show, so please give us a call.
Right.
Live, 203-802-KMWI. That is 203-802-5694.
5694.
Yeah, did you check
I looked
it?
and I checked.
You got the script?
Why? I was checking.
Okay.
Right, we're
so
good.
The script.
Yeah.
Guess what?
Sir?
You look great, man. You
Do I look
festive
great?
over there.
Yes.
Look
I
at you.
am in the Grinch Green, No I'm Right podcast apparel.
Oh, the baseball Santa. Let's have a look at you, sir.
The 3/4 sleeve. I didn't know I was going to have 3/4. I got ashy elbows.
It's okay. Let's have a look at you.
Right. Stand up.
Yeah. Let's have a look at that man there with that
available
donning now ye gay apparel. Can't get no gayer with that dude in it.
You keep saying that. I keep trying to save you from that. But you keep saying it. Donning our gay apparel.
More importantly, the gift to keep on giving, your boy Mr. LA Runs Dallas, donning that red.
Right.
That hot rod red, baby.
And as we discussed before, you decided to go jack it off.
I went jack it off, baby.
You went jack it off. Right.
I went jack it off.
Right. Absolutely.
Yep. You got the transposed colors on both tees.
On both of them. You got the shiny glasses, hats.
Yep.
Festive.
These are special edition only. So I'm sorry, folks. Do not come blowing us up for these shirts. Sometimes you got to be in the know to get it, you know? Yeah.
You got to know somebody.
Hey.
To get something from
somebody. Money talks, so you holler at me.
No. Well, actually, yeah, because we lost all that money on that deal. Special 3 shirts for $10 you was trying to throw out there last time.
We appreciate all you customers for joining. We are almost out of the original No I'm Right Holiday Edition tees. There are still a few left, so you make sure you hurry up and go get them. Send those emails to noamright100@gmail.com. And also, if you're following us on social media, which you damn well better, you better just click on that link for the document and fill it out so we can get those orders fulfilled ASAP.
Remember to like and subscribe us at
youtube.com/noamright100.
Yes.
It is how many days to 21?
21
shopping days left.
It is the 4th, yes.
It's 20 shopping days left, because I can assure you, we ain't filling no orders past Christmas Eve. I'm just going to tell you. I don't work criminal.
What
I ain't even supposed to be working right now. Y'all are invading into my vacation time, but because I love y'all,
but what you do is
and
not really
you love
work.
me back, I'm here.
It's not really work. What you're doing?
It don't feel like work. You're right. You're right. The checks I get, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm saying.
It's the season of giving. So as always, I haven't mentioned it in a while, but I was waiting on my Christmas bonus.
Yeah.
Right.
So we got to kick off this show, baby.
Good show.
Show number 27.
Show number 27. Yes,
Lucky
sir.
27.
Yes,
Speaking of seven. Woo, something 7 is real hot right now in Dallas.
Something 7.
Something 7. I think you got to have 2 7s. And then you can talk about the hottest NBA player in the National Basketball Association, Mr. Luka Doncic himself.
Right.
That brother
Dallas
there is beast.
Yeah, he is.
Beyond beast.
Yes, he is. I was shocked to see the stats and I forgot how many assists or whatever, but he's blowing up. They just beat the Lakers.
They
put like 50 on the Clippers. I forgot who it was they put up, but yeah, they're rolling over. Like they're running
the Pelicans the other night too.
Pelicans.
They went on a road trip that ended undefeated. They swept on the road trip.
And this is new. And there's no Dirk, right?
There's no Dirk. Dirk's gone.
He's gone.
Dirk's gone. Dirk is a fan.
He's not even on the. He's not even on the team.
Dirk is no longer suiting up with 41.
But he's on the bench.
He's on the bench chilling.
Street clothes.
Nike's on. Talking about take that with you. Right. Okay. You know what I mean? That's what Dirk's doing.
I didn't hear about that, but I mean, I know he was. Everybody gave him his whole farewell. Well, everybody was giving his farewell tour, but I thought he still came back and was signed to another year.
No, Dirk hung it up, baby. That was it.
I was not aware.
He ended the season in San Antonio.
Right.
They made a big to-do about it. Dirk
I remember that.
balling.
I remember that.
You know,
but I thought that was all unofficial. I thought people were just throwing it out there that they wanted him. I didn't know he was
after the season was over.
Right.
He had his little last stand in the AAC. Did his little last speech.
Right.
And he sailed off into the sunset.
41.
Just to show back up for the season, so he wanted to watch the game.
Right.
Yeah, he's a basketball fan.
So
that's just what he is.
Well, he's been playing basketball here for I don't know how long. So yeah, he's a part of his culture now. So
and I'm so glad that we didn't have the hangover after Dirk.
Oh, but they knew he was leaving, so they built the team around, now Luka and, with people on the team now so that they wouldn't have that lag.
But could you have even imagined the success that Luka is? I mean, there's no way. There's no way you thought this. I mean, you saw all the news reports on the sports shows, your stations, your ESPNs, all of that.
Yeah.
Trae Young. It was all about Trae Young in Oklahoma, how many threes he was hitting, the Steve Curry-esque talent that he had, all that stuff.
Right.
And then you get this guy from Latvia, who nobody knew nothing about.
Well, but the Mavericks have always recruited internationally well.
There's always outsourced.
There's always, because they
go. Brothers outsourced better than Sprint. I'm ready to tell you.
Because that's where the talent is now. The talent is not really in the States.
No.
Talent because the world is caught up with the United States as far as basketball is concerned.
Correct.
So there are a lot of places where you can find some undiscovered talent.
And quality.
There's not a lot of tape on them.
Right.
That's what's really getting people is that there's not a lot of tape on them, so you can't really prepare for them.
Now here's even more telling is the guy's been balling with adults.
Yeah,
for
since
the better
like
part of
15 or whatever.
So.
Yeah.
So that's really amazing that the Mavericks have the type of personnel. They have the type of front office that they should to discover talent. They have an outstanding coach who knows how to develop that talent.
I hear some foreshadowing coming on.
I'm glad you caught the foreshadowing.
Because I was concerned that you started our show with a Mavericks segment.
Indeed.
When this is the first time I think you mentioned the Mavericks first on our show.
Had to.
In 26
Can't keep
episodes.
denying what's in your face.
Right. But normally you come in draped in blue and silver and whatever, and you're spouting a lot of Cowboys stuff.
Cowboys.
Those people.
Respect 5 times.
Right, 5 times that they
still respect.
26 years ago.
Still gotta respect his own mouth.
Still, but anyway, you come in talking Cowboys, and you seem reluctant to do so today. But
Not
I mean,
reluctant.
not reluctant.
I love my city, first of all. L.A. runs Dallas. That's what that's for. This is my city.
Well,
So I have to touch on my sports teams. And I got to touch on those major sports teams. The
Right.
Rangers is not balling right now, so there's nothing to talk about. They in
Hockey
off season. Making some major moves, by the way. Rangers, keep that up. Keep that up. The Stars had a abysmal start.
Right.
Got red hot.
Right.
And then now, teetering. But they not too far off of the top of their division.
Still, we got the Texas Rangers.
Yep.
We got the Dallas Mavericks.
Indeed.
And we have the
Dallas Stars.
Dallas Stars.
Okay. And now,
Yeah, without further ado.
without ado, playing like doo-doo
Right.
is not mine.
Whose?
Because
Whoa,
mine know how to play.
Right.
Your Dallas Cowboys.
Right. So what's the record now?
The record is 6-6.
So they played the Bills on Thanksgiving.
They did.
And
Cole Beasley's return to
Right.
Old Faithful.
Ooh, yeah.
And he had over 100 yards in receiving and a touchdown, along with a cold water bath celebration
Right.
with his team
'Cause they
in the
won.
locker room.
Because they won. Yeah.
Indeed.
That was so
One-handedly.
right.
Handedly.
Right.
26-15 does not tell the story.
It doesn't?
I want y'all to
It wasn't that
understand
close?
Oh, no.
Yo, Cowboys
Oh,
were never in it?
The 26 points was scored, I want to say, maybe
Early on.
by start of third quarter,
Right.
middle third quarter.
And then that was it.
Yeah, the Bills was done scoring.
were-
They hung it up.
Right? Like, we got this in the bag.
Yeah, the defense ain't finna let Dallas put no points on the board.
Right.
And guess who gonna work even more so against the defense than that?
Probably the coach.
Maher.
Oh, yeah.
Maher.
Now, I did see that, though. He missed like 3 field goals.
Indeed, sir.
It was ridiculous.
He
And one of them was
is
blocked.
5 of 6 on his last 6 field goal
of
attempts.
6.
That is abysmal.
Right.
That is putrid. And
Well, I mean,
the we're sitting here talking about Jason Garrett hitting the bricks. But Maher,
are you on that board? Are you on that bandwagon to get rid of Jason Garrett? Is he out of here at the end of the season, or is it a mid-season change? Does Kellen Moore get his start as the head coach of the Dallas Football Cowboys?
let me tell you something.
Right.
Jason Garrett is not a head coach.
He's not.
Let me tell you what
Used to be an
Garrett-
offensive coordinator.
Let me tell you exactly what
I think he was a
Jason
quarterback
Garrett
coach too.
is. Jason Garrett
Uh-huh.
is a player's friend
Okay.
/ coach. And let me explain what that is.
Okay.
Anytime you see a head coach that's respected in this league, your Bill Belichick's, Mike Tomlin's,
You hit these consonants hard.
your Jim Harbaugh. You know, coaches who are respected for their tenure.
Uh-huh.
You see these coaches before the game with their staff,
Right.
making sure everybody's straight on the cards and
Sure.
all that. The players are off getting themselves amped up and motivated, loose,
Right.
ready to play.
Limber.
You see Jason Garrett. Have you seen Jason? I'm going to ask it in a
His
question.
pregame.
Have you seen Jason Garrett's pregame with the game about to start in a matter of seconds?
He used to throw the ball around, I know, a little bit.
That's fine. He's a former quarterback.
Right.
They like to toss the old pigskin. Got no
Right.
problem with that.
No, so I guess to further along the scenario, no. I do not know his.
Jason Garrett, you can find him on the outside of the huddle with the group of the team and whoever is the leader for that day to give the motivating rah-rah.
Right.
And they start to jump up and down
Right.
and get themselves pumped up.
Right, amped up.
And behind
Charge.
the last player in that circle, you'll see white as white.
Jason Aloysius
Jason Aloysius Garrett.
Aloysius Garrett.
Right there behind him.
Right.
With a Chester Cheetah smile,
Right.
like he just won the
Right.
lottery. His birthday's today, and And
Right.
he just got told he has a baby boy on the way.
Right.
All rolled up in one in
Big
that
cheese.
smile.
Right.
Big cheese.
So you think he's too close to the players?
He is way too close to the players.
He-
Now, I don't have a problem. I don't need a hard-nosed coach, matter of fact, per se. I don't need that. But if you're going to be a player's coach, be a player's coach that has sway to where they might be your friend, but they know if they get on your ass,
Right.
it's serious.
Well, doesn't that come from winning though? That players will respect you if your plan is working. Like the players, like you can be their friend or whatever, but they'll know that something will come into play. Like, okay, we lost, we won, so what he's saying is working. But you know, if they're 6-6, which by the way, I did say they won't have a winning record this season.
Not right yet.
Not yet. But 4 games left, 5 games left.
That's 4.
It's 4 games left. 4 games left. So I'll still say that. But anyway, but that comes from winning. You know, if you're coming in a culture of where what your coach says happens, then you're like, I should listen to that guy because what he's saying is coming true. But if it's not, then of course you're I'll do what I want to do. It's not working. Nobody's listening to him. He'll be gone soon. Everybody's calling for his red head, so I don't even listen to him anymore.
Been having his head called for the better part of 6 years, sir.
Right. How many years has he been coach now? 10?
10.
10. DS.
So the
decade.
problem is not that the players don't respect him or not even that they don't like him.
Right.
It's the opposite.
Right.
They like him too damn much. It's like our show.
Okay.
You know, if you and I, our show that I built was bought out by any of the
Vander Media.
many medias out there, and they said, of course, which we expect, I'm in charge. You know, the show, I can still hire who I want.
Fantasy. Right?
This is how it is.
Still fantasy.
And you know that I'm your boss.
Sure.
We go back 20 years.
I'll play it. Go ahead.
So therefore, you're gonna be like, okay, well, that's LA. It's my partner.
Right.
So yeah, he's my boss, but that's my boy still.
Right. You keep
So
that B word,
even though he's going to rule with an iron fist,
okay.
you know, he's not gonna Jason Garrett me.
Right.
But you know, I'm gonna respect my boy, but I still feel like in some extent, you know, I can get by with a few things. And that's the relationship that the players got with Jason Garrett.
Right.
Because he never calls them out. There's never put anybody's feet to the fire.
We're not in the locker room, okay? We're not in the locker room. We're not in the war room. We're not in the strategy room. So we don't know exactly. I mean, we can speculate, but we don't know exactly if Jason Garrett is not giving these players consequences or discipline. We don't know that for certain. We can say that what we see in the media, what we see on the field doesn't look that way, but that can all be for show. I mean, you of all people will be able to admit that the Dallas Cowboys, if nothing else, are showmen. If nothing else, it's a big production. If nothing else, it is all for promotion and marketing. So to put a face on the team to say that we're all kumbaya. Remember the time when they were having the issue, well, it still is going around, but the whole kneeling thing? What did Jerry Jones do? He said, all of you guys, we're all going to go out there as one unit, lock arms, and take a knee together, right? That's all for show. They haven't done it since. They haven't talked about it since. That put that to bed. Hey, Jerry, are you going to take a knee? Are your players going to take a knee? We'll do it all together. That's what all this is about. I think it's all show. All a big production. So for us to say that we think that Jason Garrett is not hard on his players or he's not, he doesn't give them discipline, I think is reaching a little bit. I mean, he still has a job.
I don't think it's reaching. And the reason why I'm going to tell you why it's not reaching is because they made a wise point. I was listening to my boys Donovan on the ticket. And it actually was the show before Donovan. It was no. It was the invasion of Normandy. It was Donovan and Norm and Mike Soroy on the ticket. Norm brought up a fine point, which I actually thought was very telling. We all know that this stems around one man, and that's Jerry Jones.
Of course.
The power of the dollar is in Jerry's palm, and that's what the Cowboys mean. The Cowboys doesn't mean championships. The Cowboys mean money. So here's the deal. Jerry has always wanted a guy that's his guy at the helm of his team.
Oh, that's why they fired
That's why the whole Jimmy thing. Jimmy Johnson going
after him.
And then Bill Parcells.
Parcells, that's his name. Parcells wouldn't take it.
We still was his guy. And Parcells, I think that was more of a mutual thing. I don't even think that was a firing. I think it was like Parcells was like, I'm pretty good with this.
Yeah.
You want to bring in T.O. and all this. It's too much extra. I don't like the Cowboy environment. I want out. So Jason Garrett has been in the Cowboys system since 1993.
Right.
Jerry has a affection for all of his players somehow, some way. He has some type of personal connection that he makes with each of his ball players, specifically the ones that mean a lot to the team, such as his relationship with Troy and Emmett and Michael, et cetera, et cetera. So Jason Garrett and Romo. And So Jason Garrett has been there since 1993.
Yeah. Back up.
That's longer than you and I, and we got 20 years.
Right.
So if he's been like almost a son
he's been in the system. He's a familiar
to Jerry
face,
Jones.
Yeah.
All this time since he got to know him, came in and played the big Thanksgiving game while Troy was hurt. And, won him and all that. And then he became a coordinator. They had some success.
He was quarterback's coach first.
He was quarterback's coach first, moved up to coordinator, had some success there, left. And then the Cowboys' success went down on the offensive side because he went to the Giants system. Then he wanted to come back. Jerry and them offered him to take him away from the Giants. Came back as a coordinator, did a bang-up job. Wade had to go because he lost the locker room. So then Garrett came right on in. His guy is his boy. I know this man.
Right.
So
I can control this man.
All of this time that he's been under the Jerry Jones thumb, Jason Garrett is like Jerry Jones having an inside guy that's his guy as the coach of his team. Jerry has always wanted somebody that was close to him achieving the greatness since the days of the triplets and all that. He feels like he had something to do with Troy Aikman. He had something to do with Emmitt Smith. He had something to do with Michael Irvin. Then from a free agency standpoint, I brought Charles Haley here. I brought Deion Sanders here. So everything Jerry does is about his ego because his guys are coaching the Cowboys. He always wanted Garrett to coach. He didn't want Wade here, but because Wade was great at defense and Garrett was still here anyway, he had the next coach lined up.
Well, he thought that with Wade, he thought that Wade was going to be the embodiment of his father, Bum Phillips. He thought he was going to be another Bum Phillips, but he was good on defense, and everybody was crying. To my opinion, Jerry Jones sways back and forth based off public opinion, just like anything else.
Of course.
Right. So when we were calling for a defense, he got a defensive-minded coach, Wade Phillips. We got Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett's in the system. Yeah, I agree with you. But a lot of those things that you're saying, a lot of those players are from an era gone by, an era's past. The offensive line was not selected by Jerry Jones. That was the big thing a few years ago. People were saying Zach Martin and Tyron Smith and things like that on the offensive line was selected by his core consiglieres, the people in his inner circle. Right. So to say that he wants to say I had something to do with that, well, in every aspect of it, because he owns it all, he has something to do with it. I think Jerry wants to win more than anything else in the world, and I think like it's at a point where he wants just to make the right decision say, I made the right decision, no matter what it is, to put this team on the field, regardless of who picked it first.
He cares about his personal relationships, too. And that's why Jason Garrett's been – Nathan, you're wrong on this, and I'm right, because he has had 10 years with this guy.
Right.
How many playoff appearances has he had in 10 years? 4. How many playoff victories has he had in this? 2.
Yeah.
And how many of them were wild card appearances out of those 4?
Right.
3. He's only had a first round bye once.
Right. Could it also be postulated that he put so much effort into saying we'll get rid of Wade and bring in Jason? Jason is the answer. So he's just tripling down, quadrupling down, saying that I picked this guy, so it's going to work. It's going to work.
Well, wouldn't you? If you're put in the same position,
right,
and you put all your eggs in one basket, everybody's looking at you to make a decision, and you've made the decision that this is the guy. You got to double down on that. You can't waver. But now it's enough proof after 10 years that. Okay, I've given it, and you're going to have the opinions, it should have been ended 3-4 years ago, blah, 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 blah. You're going to have that opinion.
Well, I would say that the reason why Jason Garrett's getting a pass for the last 3 years would be because they lost Romo. Because they lost Romo and they had to start with a new quarterback, that gives – it's like, well, his offense can't produce now because he got Dak.
His passes were his playoff appearances. His passes were his division titles.
Well, there was always something with Green Bay and with
Romo got hurt.
Right. There's always passes. Right, yeah, but I'm saying they started a new system.
But that was Jerry's way to give a pass as to why they're still running this guy out there.
Right. So tried him out. You got Kellen Moore to take some of the
what
play
I'm saying.
calling away from him.
Yeah.
You know, all this
first
support.
Of all, he had too much to do.
Right. So
then
now
he had too little to do.
Right. Well,
then
now he's got.
It's always something. Then his quarterback was hurt.
Right, because he had to take care of the defense.
Yeah.
And then Linehan, right?
Yeah, it was always anything but Garrett. Garrett's doing the best he can with what he got. Well, guess what?
Do you know why?
Why?
Because Jerry doesn't want to lose his, and I hate to say it this way, but his puppet. Because he can tell Garrett, go out there and say this, and the robot will go out there and say exactly what he'll toe the company line. Yep. And this is exactly what Jerry wants, and there's nothing wrong with that because if you're running it, you want people to say what you want them to say.
Right.
I'm in charge. I'm cutting the checks. I'm telling you to go say that it's a process. Say it's a system. It's whatever the stuff that Jason Garrett touts all the time.
Garrett's a smart guy too, and I think that he does enough manipulation on his own to feed into Jerry's personal relationship with him.
Sure.
Because Jason knows what he's doing. He knows to say the right things and to keep doing it. I don't think anybody taught him process. I think that came from his own Harvard brain of how he can sit there and toe the company line. What can he say over and over again that's going to make people say, you're right, but I'm tired of you saying it.
Right.
And
give us something else.
That's exactly what he does.
Well, Bill Belichick does that.
But Belichick does it to a more demonstrative extent because he's
the difference. I say this. I know you want to move on, but I'll say this real quick. The difference between Belichick and Garrett is Belichick says it with disdain. Belichick says it because he's pissed off. He's tired of people asking him the same questions about dumb shit. So he's like, oh. Yeah, well, of course I'm going to stick with Brady. Brady's this. Or, yeah, we have the best. Edelman, yeah, he's our number one. Or whatever. Yeah, of course. Yeah, we don't have a receiving core. Whatever. He's tired of saying it, and he's annoyed by the people asking it. So, But, yeah, this is probably the longest we've ever discussed sports on the show.
Well, I don't even think we talked sports. We were just talking about when is it too long for a guy to be hanging around.
I mean.
And, I think that can be the same. We even segue that into men and women relationships, about how long is too long to, hang it up.
Cut bait.
Yeah, when to say that.
How many red flags do you need before you decide it's time for me to move on?
Quick thing. Are women really interested in sports is what I want to know about.
Yeah, some women are. Some women play sports. Some women are interested in sports. If you're meeting in a relationship situation, it depends on how they came into the situation. Like if I met you at a sports bar and you already cheering for your team and whatever, but yeah, I mean, that's different from, hey, I'll get involved with what you get involved in so we can spend more time together. That's different.
So how interested do you think women are in sports today than they used to be? Do you think it's increased?
I think we recognize it more because there was a time when we would just assume that women didn't want to. So we was like, oh, they don't care, But secretly, they were watching. They were doing the same thing, taking stats, playing fantasy football. I mean, because it's hard to say we didn't let them in because I don't play fantasy stuff, but we didn't let them in. It's just that we felt like we're not going to ask you because we don't want you to say no or we don't think you'd be interested in it, whatever. I think it's the same.
I have a theory.
Okay.
I think that women are interested in sports. Because it's a roundabout way to get a man's attention?
Oh man, no, brother. You are we doing another starting that segment? Because that's what you can start doing with that.
But before,
that is rough.
Let me tell you why I'm saying
that is rough.
Can I at least defend my position of a thought?
Well, can I just want off the cuff.
But you're already disagreeing with my thought. I haven't even told you why.
You said I don't need why. I'm talking about your premise.
Mrs. Price, please explain.
I'm speaking on your premise because you said that's why. So I was like, okay, well, because they feel like that's a way to get closer to a guy or to the guy to be more interested.
Let's say this. Would you agree that women like attention?
Yes. That's not even a question.
You paused, though.
Well, because I thought there was a trick. Because I'm like,
no, it's not a trick.
Yeah, where's the joke? Okay.
So,
right.
Would you say that women crave attention?
Yes.
Okay. Would you say that women will do just about anything for attention?
Before I answer that question, I'm going to say that Nathan Price does not agree with everything that LA says. The No I'm Right podcast does not subscribe to all the different ideologies that LA spouts. So to answer your question, also this pertains to all humans. But yes, that is a possibility. Yes, that some women do that, yes.
So with that being said, how often are men interested in what's predominantly of interest for women that they get involved in? For example, soap operas, reality TV.
Brother.
I'm just mentioning things that I know. Okay. What the videos on YouTube,
we're gonna have to get you out the dark ages.
Makeup, makeup. These are things I've seen women into.
But you're saying that so the makeup thing, I'll give you because
and then
women wear makeup.
Let's say do-it-yourself housekeeping.
Sure.
New things about new ideas about taking care of children and daycare and stuff like that. I'm just saying,
I'm with you. Continue.
Things that from a basis from a men and women standpoint
gender,
most of the like gender association,
gotcha.
And then even shopping. Let's say shopping for certain clothes, certain trends of clothes, way you wear certain clothes, how the clothes are supposed to give the look of.
I got
all
you.
That stuff.
I got you.
How often are men interested in learning about those types of things?
I actually
interest of women
have an answer for that.
Okay.
More oftentimes than you think.
Okay.
Because and I would say this because you're my bro, but there are lots of things about you that I would say, based off of your diatribe there, you subscribe to.
Okay.
Appearances, looks, fashion.
Right.
Fashion used to be predominantly a female brand. Well, actually, the fashion industry makes all of its money off of women.
Exactly.
Shoes.
Yeah.
Things like that. So to answer your question, yes, there are some things. Now, as far as makeup's concerned, there are guys that wear makeup. There's guys that wear things like that. But to feed into your thought of, well, it's to get attention and to feel better about themselves or to get a guy's attention. Yes, there are some things that guys do to try to make themselves more palatable for women, not to be so Cro-Magnon. They'll soften themselves a little bit so that they're not so harsh for women. So I would disagree with that, but to say that women, I'll let you finish because I want to.
Yeah, because you're trying to toe this company line.
I'm not towing the company
Garrett,
line. I'm
and
not trying to toe the
fact
company
of the matter is the truth.
Basically,
and the truth is that
Lord.
women are getting interested in sports.
Yeah, you just basically
especially women more. Okay, I'll give you a pass.
Okay,
I'm not talking about the women who are individuals and by themselves, single, etc.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the women who are never turned on a football, basketball, baseball, nothing game.
But now you're talking about that's the exception though, because those women have an agenda. Those women have an agenda.
That's what I'm saying.
But that doesn't encompass all women.
The influx of women watching and dealing with sports has to do with their own agenda of getting closer and wanting more attention from their mate.
Is that Are you
Facts.
saying? Well, wait a minute.
Not Fox.
Well, wait a minute. I know you're getting you amped up, you're getting your crunk on.
done.
I'm surprised
I'm
the microphone's not, the megaphone's not on yet.
I'm getting my shirt out. I'm
So,
done.
a couple things. One, you basically
Go
told
on right100@gmail.com.
you basically told women in a roundabout sort of way to take your shoes off, get pregnant, and shut the fuck up. That's basically what you said. You said taking care of kids,
sports.
taking care of kids, don't like what I like, talk about looking pretty, and sit there and be quiet and wait for me to talk to you. Don't speak unless spoken to. That's what it sounded like to me. So it's very 1950s.
Sports. I'm only talking about sports.
So getting back to the sports, and I'll defend women, and I guess
Of course you will.
Right. Because, somebody got to speak for them. They can't
Yeah,
come
while
and
they're not
defend
here.
themselves.
But
Right.
then when they're here,
Well, I mean, they show up.
Then when they're here, you don't defend them at all.
I get,
But go ahead.
They can defend themselves. They're already, they have representatives.
Well, they know what you're about, Nathan.
The women's
you
league.
ain't pulling the wool over none of these
right.
You can play this role all you want to.
So
wait till next week when we got our guests in here.
Sure,
I guarantee you, this same Nathan ain't showing up.
Hey,
but you go right ahead.
Same
today.
Nathan in and out. I adore women, right?
How you feel about your mom?
So
Exactly.
So my mother is a wonderful, wonderful grandmother. She cares a lot for my daughter, and she's a great person. Anyway, getting back to what you were saying before about the sports thing. So, based on your premise, you're saying that the women doing that in your scenario, it's a negative thing.
No.
You're not saying it's a negative.
No,
thing.
I'm only making a observation.
Observation, right? Yeah. So, what's wrong with
nothing?
Right. Okay. So, in a situation where you get to know somebody, understanding what they like, taking on some of those likes and some of those things that they like to do, like if you like to go bowling, but they've never bowled before, they may go bowling with you and then start to like it.
Right.
It's not so much about wanting the attention from the guy. It's wanting to spend time with the person. It's wanting to share common things. It's wanting to try to find out if you guys mesh well together. If you can be in a situation where you're the leader and you're teaching her something.
So you think that's the only reason?
I didn't say that's the only reason. I never said only. I just said there's other possibilities.
And that's fine. And I'm not taking away the other possibilities.
Other than what you're saying.
I understand, Mr. Variables. I ain't asking you for variables.
Well, no.
I'm asking you.
You're saying if you're only one narrow
you can't handle
scenario
you can't handle
is
the
the
direct
only
question.
thing
The direct
that is
question
possible?
is
No.
that the influx of females
Right.
watching and dealing with
Right.
sports
Right.
is due to their craving
Nope.
of a man's attention.
Not due to it. It could be a factor, but it's not the only reason.
Okay, Mr. Variable.
You said yourself, if it's the woman that's by themselves, then it doesn't count, right? So if they're in a relationship, there are other. Go ahead.
No alert! No alert! New segment. Going back to another segment.
No. Okay. Right.
Not a new segment.
Yeah.
A non-new segment.
A non-new segment,
Non-new segment.
which is
Unboxing with LA. It's back.
Oh.
Holiday edition.
oh, how lucky for us! We're gonna see
It's
some more shoes.
The gift that
All
keeps
right.
on giving.
It's like-
Speaking of fashion.
Speaking of fashion,
The gift that's called a segment.
right? Is that what that's called? Okay, I had
Not the
another
one you
segment.
ride, baby.
Right, not the one you ride. Right. It's spelled different.
Indeed.
Right.
Catch this wave.
Right.
Ooh.
Okay, so that's what looked like a polar bear back before they were brown. And it's a box. I guess it's in the North Pole, I'm assuming. Converse.
International shoes is what I get.
International. So that was flown in,
Flown in.
especially.
How many people was on the plane?
Probably one.
Okay.
Just the guy with a gun.
Okay.
And the pilot. So that makes two.
And then what else was on there?
The box.
The box.
That's it. Just the box. Just the box.
That's how you know.
Pilot, guard, box.
Indeed.
Right.
So guess what?
We are unboxing
We're
with
unboxing.
LA.
Have you seen these?
No, sir. Well, maybe I have.
Maybe.
Online or on
But you haven't
in
seen
Paris.
me with them.
I have not seen you.
You
with
may have seen these on New York Fashion Week,
Right.
Paris Fashion
Yeah,
Week, anything.
I'm sure.
But you have not seen me with these.
Heavy Converse contingency in the New York Fashion Week. But go ahead.
Correct.
Right.
And you haven't seen these.
Right.
You will now.
When'd you get them?
These were flown in
Especially
this week.
from the Arctic.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes. Yeah. The CEO in Converse.
Do you know anybody but CEOs?
Hey man,
It's like it's
go
just.
to the top. Why you messing with the middleman?
What about the COO or the
operating
CFO?
officer? I need the executive officer. I don't need the
Okay.
operating officer.
All right.
I don't need the
CEO.
financial officer. No.
Right. Okay. Forget that.
Yeah.
Executive officer.
Check it out.
Check it out. All right. Here we go. Uh-oh.
I wonder which way I should open.
I don't. Well, it's up to you. I've already seen the bottom of it. It looks very
Open
artsy.
up this way.
Over there. Okay. All right. There's some lettering on the front. All right. So LA is pulling. He's licking his chops and pulling out. He's admiring his. I guess he made the shoe himself. I'm not sure. Whole. So, we have the Garanimal edition of Converse All-Stars. I believe that's a cheetah? No, that's a llama. That's llama. So we have the llama skin, fuzzy. There's a zipper on the back. Okay. So it's the Winnie the Pooh edition of the Converse All-Stars. Two-toned. Okay, so the monochromatic shoe with the bone laces. I'm guessing these are the UGG edition of the Converse. There's a paw on the bottom. There's a tiger paw on the bottom. So what skin is okay, wait a minute. I'm sorry. And the lip is a opaque plastic bottle wrapper. I don't know. Okay. So these are recyclable.
These
so that's
are
good.
Colder than a polar bear's toenails.
These are the colder than the polar bear's toenail Converse. All right. So what drives a man? And I use that term loosely. What drives a man to have fuzzy to have fluffy fuzzy sneakers?
These are the winter edition, sir.
Of Converse.
It gets cold out there, baby.
Just from the heel to the ankle. You got to cover that up.
When you're wearing your nice joggers or your pants or what have you, you just want to stun on these boys, letting them know you got a little fur on your shoes.
So can I ask a question? What was there? Whoa! There's three colors. Right. That's mink right there. So you got polar bear on the outside, mink on the inside. So off camera, there is a jacket.
Oh,
right. Yes.
Did you want?
Yes.
Did you want to?
Yes. Because America needs to know that.
Excuse me a moment.
The person that was speaking about women's fashion and saying something about guys doing things that women do is about to put his jacket on for.
I'm not jacket off.
No, he's the jacket's on. So the level of coordination, I want you to know that LA is my friend, but the level of coordination that he goes into his outfits is disturbing. So we discussed the pattern of that jacket before, which was. We believe we said
you asked for two animals. Which animals were those?
Leopard and cheetah.
And what? And I said
Cheopard. It is Cheopard. That is a Cheopard jacket with.
'Tis the season.
Is a Cheopard Letterman's jacket, and he has coordinated. You look like a rotten mushroom, like a mushroom that's turned, that's got spots on it on the outside. It's. You look, you got the chicken pox, malaria. Okay, so anyway, have you worn them yet?
I have not.
Okay, do you plan to wear them?
Oh, indeed, I do.
So what function, I've always wanted to know this, what function do you wear the fuzzy slipper Converse to? Like if I'm going out and I'm saying, you know what, I'm going out to XYZ, but I'm wearing my fuzzy slipper Converse no matter what.
First of all, it would be nowhere that you would frequent.
Right, of course not.
You would be the guy at the door.
I would be the first to raise my hand and say, if I am anywhere where somebody is wearing that nonsense, I am leaving.
You are at the door.
I am at the house.
In your, blue flannel picnic jacket, button-up shirt.
Comfort.
With your...
cheap
Jinko jeans.
Oh, I did have a pair of Jinko jeans. I did.
Your Doc Martin shoes.
Yeah, right.
Talking about.
I have had a pair of Doc Martens.
I should be on the list.
Right. Yeah. My name is somewhere on the list. Yeah.
And the guy
I'm a
looking
guest
at the page.
Right.
And looking up at you. And looking at your outfit.
Right. Like, you're not on the list.
Sir, you're not on the list.
But what I would say is,
and as soon as I roll up.
Right.
In the stretch limo.
Same
color as the jacket.
Of course. I would expect nothing
Carpet
less.
out.
Carpet, the carpet, right.
First thing you see is the shoes.
Stomping out, first thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And then you hear,
right.
with the jacket pull out, baby.
Tigger's here.
And then,
right. Tigger's in the house.
The Cheopards.
The Cheopards.
Right.
You absolutely are the Duncanville Cheopards. Yes, that is your mascot
and I'm
logo.
going to tell you one thing.
Right.
You know who pulls this thing off?
People who
Your
are
boy.
fashion sense.
I pulls it off.
They pull it off and throw it in the trash.
No,
is
sir.
What they do.
So, indeed, like all the ladies can see, I pulls it off, and now I'm going jacket off.
Is it? Wait a minute. Is that reversible?
It's not.
Oh, okay. It should be.
It should.
You should reverse.
It will reverse
the purchase
to zebra.
You should reverse.
Zebra and
chinchilla. Zebra, chinchilla, and water moccasin.
Zebra. Let me think of something good.
If nothing else, while you're thinking, while your brain is on,
and Jaguar. Jaguar. Boy.
Man, we all heard that, and we are all dumber for hearing that.
Jaguar.
So, on a lighter note, today is a special day. Other than
the shirts. The holiday shirts that are still available.
Other than the jacket.
Other than the awesome jacket. Other than unboxing with LA.
The jacket's off.
Yeah, I did. I went jacket on and I had to go jacket off.
Shoes, jacket, shirts. Today is a special day. December 4th.
Sounded like wipe me down for a minute, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Right. Hands, shoulders,
Right.
neck, chinchilla. Right. Today is Hove Day.
Woo!
Today is the birthday of, if not arguably, the greatest MC rapper of all time, Mr. Sean Corey Carter. Jay-Z to those who are uninitiated.
Woo!
He is 50 years old today. The Hove.
H.O.V.A.
Yes. He is, and we've stated this. We're Hove defenders. We're Hove fans.
Yes,
we are. It's just like
family of Hove.
Just like Michael Jordan. It's really not even an argument.
Nah, we can't even have no.
The greatest ever. Yeah. He is 50 years old today.
He is the GOAT.
And I believe, and he has a music app called Tidal.
Yeah, he does.
I recently downloaded that, and I'm using that now. It's pretty good. But he released his catalog to Spotify.
Did he?
Yes, he did. He decided.
Why would he do that when he has his own music streaming site?
Well, my philosophy to that is that it's a business move. Maybe the sales or maybe the streams of his stuff wasn't getting to enough people.
So, but he did this a while back, or
no? He did it today, if I'm not mistaken.
And today is his birthday.
Today is his 50th birthday.
Let me tell you something.
Big 5-0.
Let me tell you something about Hove. Okay?
Tell me something about Hove, please.
Now, I know what you say about me and what my fans feel about me and love about me.
All three of us.
And you say that, I may tout my own accolades.
Right, toot your own horn.
All of that.
Toot your own megaphone.
But I'm going to tell you what a boss tooting of the own horn is when it's your birthday.
Yes.
And the gift that you give is the gift of all Spotify subscribers.
Right.
To be able to download your catalog of music on a whole nother system's downloading stream service that you don't get a dime from.
Right. Just to be like.
Just so they can talk about the gift that gives.
So
how he give you the pleasure of gifting him of song downloads? Brother,
the gift
that man there,
rivaled only, I would say, and this is a callback, rivaled only by Omarion last week for Little Fizz's birthday, who gave him the gift of "Get Your Ass Off of My Tour." I wanted to bring that back up just quickly.
Is that still your hero?
I am still on the Omarion train. I am still on it. Please do not let this die. That man is a genius. So, back to Hove.
Real quick about Hove. Let me tell you two memories I have of my Hove love.
Hove love.
I first fell in love with Hove a bit late.
Okay.
I was in high school. And this is going to date me a little bit, but I look fine as wine. Don't get it twisted.
Sorry.
In high school, we used to have club nights for people under the age of 21.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah, like
And they
14 and up club.
They would be at numerous venues. Most frequently that I like to go to was the Sheraton Hotel off 35. Shout out to Sheraton, the building. Everybody know what up.
Out there sinning.
In the ballroom in Sheraton, they had your little DJ, whoever, DJ Smiley, whatever his name was at the time.
DJ Bixby.
And I remember being in the room with the ladies. And then at that time, you was doing the, stand behind the girl and hold your pose. And she just really gyrating and giving it to you and looking this way and that way. And then the whole crowd check you out. Then it was the crew where all the crew got together and the pastor Troy, and then they do the little move right there, the little skip move, and all that was popping. Right. So in the club, the DJ was yelling out, numerous things. Hey man, they want you to shout out the DJ, doing all this thing, and so I just happened to listen. And he said, "Yeah, we got that exclusive tonight, baby. Got that real exclusive. We gonna pop on that New Jersey and UGK. Big Pimpin' in the building. We got that Big Pimpin' about to pop off right now." And I'm listening like, okay, some new music. Let's go. I love music.
Yeah, we're in the club.
And next thing I know, I heard bum 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 bum. I was like, oh, my head I just can't stop bobbing right now. Yeah. And that's the first time I paid attention
to the music.
To Hov.
There was a girl dancing on you.
Yes.
And you were like, bitch.
Yeah, hey, hold on a second. Right. Listen to, are you listening?
Hov is here.
Why you doing all that?
Yeah.
Listen right now.
Exactly.
And then Hov got to spitting out on fucking feed and fucking leave because I don't fucking need him. I was like,
oh, that was your anthem then.
Hold on. Somebody speaking my language.
I know, right? Listen. Yes.
And who is this?
Right, yes.
This is Jay-Z, you say?
Yes.
What is his name?
Jay.
Jay and
is that just a J or is J-A-Y?
Yeah, is that with a G or?
Yes, J.
J. Okay. Oh, there's a hyphen.
Oh my goodness!
Fancy.
Yes.
That was the first time.
And the song was Big Pimpin'.
Big Pimpin'.
Big Pimpin'.
I fell in love with Jay because you know what he had? He had two of my greatest loves.
Okay.
One, UGK.
Of course.
Underground King.
Pimp C and Bun B.
Two, a Timberland beat.
Timbo.
Brother.
Right.
I was sold on this man. I said, you are now my guy.
Right.
And from then on, moving to the second part of my love for Jay.
So Big Pimpin'. For Hov. So you say you want to date yourself. Big Pimpin'.
Yep.
Was on.
It was on
Volume 2.
Volume 2, and I believe it was 99 or 98.
I'm sure I'll get a text message from our Hov.
Yes, it was
insider.
98. I think it was 98 or 99.
Something like that. Right.
And yep, he had just dropped Volume 2. I think that was Hard Knock Life.
Yeah, Hard Knock Life Volume 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Hard Knock Life was cool. That was just a radio joint. But when I heard Big Pimpin', I was like, yeah, this dude is my dude.
Yeah, and Pimp C came on there smoking.
What people underrated was Bun's verse.
Right? Bun B was fine.
That scenario. Yeah. Oops, my bad. That's my scenario.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with scary hoes.
Right.
And I was like, hold on, Bun, what? Yeah. So I was like, so that was my first love for Jay. Right. And then my second to where I got love and knowledge of Jay was at an apartment in Arlington off Caddage Creek, if I'm not mistaken. Center Street.
I'm sorry.
Center Street. Yeah. Center Street. I was staying with a great friend, brother of mine. His name is Sage.
Yeah.
He was in his apartment. He had a nice little computer desk in the
Officially,
corner.
I can't let you know what I said. It's 407 Notting Hill Gate
Notting
Street.
Hill Gate, yes.
Apartment 920.
920, baby.
Right.
Don't go visit whoever there. We don't know.
Yeah, because we don't know that.
We don't know that.
Yeah.
So I went over there to his desk, and this man was telling me all about Jigga. And I was like, yeah, I know about that Jigga guy.
Yeah.
And he started schooling me on the Jiggas on Napster, by the way.
Right.
I'm really dating myself. On Napster.
Yeah.
I was catching all the waves of the Jigga man.
Sure.
Back to reasonable. He gave me the full lesson on Jay-Z.
Yes.
Because he wanted me to know why I liked him. Don't just like him.
Yeah, but
understand
this is
why you like him.
Why he's the greatest.
And I went from Reasonable Doubt.
Yep.
all the way up to, I believe at that time we was patiently waiting on the blueprint to drop.
More than likely.
Because at that time, Volume 3 had popped out, I believe.
Yeah, we don't like Volume 3.
But then the Dynasty.
That's all that stuff there.
I was like, oh my God.
Right.
This dude here.
Right.
I'm talking about, what's the song? Imaginary Player.
Now that's on Volume 1.
When Reasonable
Doubt
is
in my lifetime, Volume 1.
Yes, because Reasonable Doubt got my attention. You know, can I kick it and all? I was with all of that.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, well, that's giving me the hip hop essence. Let me know when he finally mastered the beat and the lyrics.
Because he had it.
Yeah.
He had it back then because his beats were kind of whatever.
Right.
But
when he hit Volume 1, and I heard Imaginary Player.
Yeah.
Imaginary Player.
Right.
Well, hold up. And then he started kicking it.
Right.
Talking about he was in the, before the.
Yeah.
Boy. I said, you know
to
what?
The choir here, brother.
This man here, that's the guy.
That's the guy?
That's the guy. That's the man.
He's still the man.
Jigger.
Moves.
My nigga.
Making moves. Right. That's a good song too. Anyway,
sorry, Campbells. Tonight we just got to keep it real.
Right. My whole venture.
I like that.
My whole
put
venture.
that V on there because
whole venture.
Otherwise, you're gonna have to pause.
Right. Pause.
Yeah.
My whole venture started in Reasonable Doubt. I was a Reasonable Doubt not day one. I think it was probably in that summer or whatever after it came out. Was a song called "Feeling It." It's on the Reasonable Doubt album. This song spoke to me. It really did. Now I heard "Can't Knock the Hustle," and really lyrically, 22 Twos was something that I really sought after. Friend or Foe, all this is all Reasonable Doubt first album. Yeah. But Feeling It really hit me. Now I didn't hear Feeling It until
Feeling It.
Feel the rising, chopping more, feeling it. Feel the legs pushing up on the was with the same guy, Mr. Sage. I would call him on the phone. I'd have a bad day, man. Just life's breaking me down. I have a bad day, and I'd call up Sage, and he would play that song over the phone. He would play the song because he had all that.
Yeah.
He played it over the phone, and I would just hold the phone in my ear, and I just hear that song, and it just instantly make my day better. Yeah. I would just turn me into just a child, and I'd sit and listen. And I said, I'd appreciate it. It was at the point I did it so much, I guess, or whatever, like the song, is that I'd call him. He's like, all right, you want to hear it? Yeah, all right. He already have it queued up. Just hit the button and let it go. So for me, early on, I listened to alternative stuff back then, but just hearing his style, his flow, and the song selection, for me, my life would be completely different if I was not a fan of Sean Corey Carter. Yeah. I don't think that, really, I don't know if I would have done a lot of the things that I did moving on after I fell in love with Jay-Z. Right. It was with my life after that. But for moving on, for all intents and purposes, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Hov.
Sean Corey Carter, Hov, Jay-Z, 50 years. Listen,
look,
rap is old now.
Yeah, it is.
Rap is 50.
I had a pair of S. Carters too, baby. Yeah. With L.A. on the side for the Dodgers, but it was for me.
Right.
I had a pair.
Right. I know. I had Rockaware. That's Rockaware. I did.
Hey, that's the reason why I started wearing the denim tops and bottoms, baby.
Right, because of Rockaware. Right. But yeah, anyway, so moving on with once again, happy birthday, Hov Day. There's never gonna be anybody better. Never gonna be anybody. I mean, I don't care what you say, who you, whatever. Drake was artist of the decade or whatever. I don't.
That's cool. It's all good.
Nobody changed the game.
But the way music is now, they'd have to start over with the Jay-Z's in order to get it back there. To get it back there again. Everybody that's doing music now is in the same wave, and no disrespect, because rap does that cycle, and that's cool. Right. But it is what it is.
We are almost out of time.
I have a question for you though. First.
Oh, right. Oh, sorry. Oh,
there was a meme that I had pick up speed on my social media. First of all, I'd like to give a negative shout out to social media and to the
as a whole,
to the Facebook Corporation specifically.
Oh, just to Facebook, okay.
Because they own the rights to, I believe, Instagram now. Yeah. And I think Snapchat or not.
I don't know. I probably so.
I don't think yet, but I know for sure Instagram.
Yeah.
Their algorithm sucks.
The Facebook algorithm sucks.
Yes, because what they're doing is all the people that you connected and touched when you would post something are not able to see it now.
Say it again.
The algorithm doesn't broadcast out to where it grows and gets bigger naturally. Right. So if you have a few people who normally would see your post first, then the likes will make it grow and get seen by other friends of yours.
Right.
That algorithm has changed. It's about who you the activity that you do with that person. Right. So if you guys post on each other a lot, then it'll go directly to them first. Right. But not to your overall friends list, which it normally would. And I think that's due to the fact that they're trying to start getting some dollars. Because I did a test run on the $10 ad that they offer for your business pages. And one of my posts reached 954 people last I checked. Right. But the people who have been liking it are people not even my friends that have no mutual friends either.
So how did they? So it's just random people.
It's just random people that they're putting it through their timeline, or they news.
But to that thought, wouldn't it be that the way to go? Because the people who are your friends already know your business page already know that. But wouldn't it be that you want newcomers?
Right.
To come
That's
in?
true. But even if you want some of your own people to know what you're doing lately, like if you were in the hospital last and you're giving an update, but it's only reaching a certain few people, then it's like don't nobody really know
what's going on with that.
Right. So, but that's just the business side. I want to knock that out real quick. Right. The meme that I posted that caught speed today, and I want you to agree or disagree with this.
Okay.
It says, flirting is childish. We grown. Just tell the person you want to taste their private part. I have 123 and counting likes to this or reactions.
So this is your creation.
This is a meme I found and I posted, and I'm getting stuff like a bunch of laughing faces.
That's not really okay.
A bunch of facts, LOL, and Lord have mercy, ha ha ha.
Right.
That's the thing I really don't want to. I just like pretending to, so I think childish is safer. Memes posted on the meme. It's true though with Janet Jackson eating something.
Okay. All right. This is very graphic. All right. Whatever. Sorry,
memes
Campbell
where
soup.
folks is doing.
Right.
So I want to know your take, Mr. Candlelight.
I don't agree. Well, you can't. Yeah, candle. Yeah, I don't because of that. I would say because of my level of experience and my level of expertise, and when it comes to that area, I would say that sometimes flirting is just that, flirting. Sometimes you just want you want to have fun with someone. It doesn't have to always be who's going to end up carnal. Right. It doesn't have to always go that way. So no, I would not agree that it's childish. It's it's having a conversation. What's small talk? Would small talk be childish as well? No. Right. So just closing out, I'd say no. I mean, I'm gonna take your private parts and like that. That's cool. I'll tell you. Listen, what time is it open? That's all I'm gonna ask. What time is it open? Let's get it.
So you don't agree with that?
No, I don't agree.
Cutting Over with LA, season 1, episodes 1, 2, and 3 are now available online. Episode 4 as well. I'm sorry, you're correct, sir. Thank you for that correction. No, I'm right. Merchandise and Cutting Over with LA merchandise is still available, and we do have holiday shirts. Do not forget, holiday shirts are limited supply. There are still some left. Act now. Also, you can get your tumblers and shot glasses too. They make great stocking stuffers.
Yes.
Don't forget that you are able to check the LA Runs Dallas page on Facebook and Instagram.
How big is this stocking? What, tumbler? Jesus Christ.
Yeah. They got big ones at Target.
Big ones. All right, gotcha.
Remember to send all your questions, inquiries, concerns, and anything else you don't care about to knowimright100@gmail.com. You can DM us directly on the Know I'm Right Instagram page, also at the Know I'm Right Facebook page. Even your Cutting Up with LA is also available at the LA Runs Dallas Facebook page and LA Runs Dallas on Instagram. I don't know about Nathan because he's not that cool.
Right.
So make sure that you understand. I make sure I had no more notes.
Right. Yeah. Sure.
So anyway, Make sure that you follow us on Facebook and Instagram at all times. Not Twitter because they just simply don't have enough characters for Nathan's ego.
240.
Now, from the executive suites at KMWI Media,
I love that.
Happy holidays, everybody. We're going to see you next week.
At what time?
At 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. for the kiddies go to bed. This is Dallas's favorite son signing off. And remember, baby, I am always right.
No, I'm right. Good night, Haven.
Getting your bling on, middle fingers to the sky. If this is your theme song, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Bank account full of cash, smashing on the gas. Ladies toast your glass, tell them haters get your ass.